Alright there, this is just a short video to show people how curve snapping works inside of Maya in the main viewport. So there are of course a number of ways that we can snap inside of Maya, but we've covered those before, so of course we know that we can use our grid snap and we can use of course our point snap. But the one I want to look at today is this one in the middle here, which is curve snap, as somebody asked on the Discord channel. So the rule should be that when we select an object and we want to snap it to a curve, obviously this is our curve here. We can see this nice kind of sort of sideways Easter egg shape. What we would like to do is constrain our movements for this object along that. So theoretically it would be snap and then it would move along. However, the shortcut for snap key, much like other snap keys, is actually quite simple. So we know that X is for grid snapping. We can see that that grid snaps, but it of course disappears into the background. And we know that V is for point snapping, so we get that sort of approach there as well. However, whenever I hold C, we can see that it activates the curve snap, but it does not engage the curve snap. So how do you fix this? The answer is reasonably simple. Just move the object over the curve first of all. So as you can see here, those two are now touching. And of course, if I hold C now and begin to move this, it doesn't work. So 2 seconds to... Oh, that's a sad state of affairs. There we go. So it's a little bit glitchy, but ultimately it works there in the end. So sorry about the mistakes there. So as you can see here, that this is now constrained to this curve wonderfully. The other option that you have available is, of course, is to, instead of using hotkeys, you can actually just switch the curve on manually up here. And of course, as I begin to move that, it should, of course, whoops, be constrained. Well, should's a big word. Remove that there, maybe be a little bit more precise. Oh, Maya, I love and hate you. There we go, it's working now. So a little bit of a fuddle, but it works in the end. You just have to get your camera and positioning corrected and you should be able to constrain it there. One thing worth keeping in mind as well is that, you know, like anything, we can just disable it quickly, is we can always change the pivot point by hitting our insert key. Of course, if I was to do that in this case, and move this maybe to the bottom of my cylinder, alright, then press insert again to release that. Now you can see, of course, my pivot point is now somewhere else. So if I was to use that whenever I'm constraining the movement, let's see, it takes a little bit of nudging. There we go. Nope. Nudge. No, doesn't want to work. Oh my. Maybe if we use point tool first of all to move it into place. Nope, does not want to work. Anyway, just nudge that there. If I had to place, that should work. No, doesn't want to work. Looks like it's working because I'm moving it, but then there we go. So there we go. You want to make sure that is floating over the line that you want to move. Yeah, there we go. A little bit catchy, but it works in the end, and as you can see here, that works well. So it's a great way of constraining to curves. Anyway, before I model this any further, I'll leave it there. So it's a little bit of a befuddlement, but it works in the end. So hopefully that's useful.